Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing tonight? My name is Patience, and I have a website called notesfrompatience.com. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I am, if you'll bear with me, I am sharing my Facebook Live to a couple of pages. So let me get started. As I said, my name is Patience, and I am with notesfrompatience.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the U.S., and I am located in Central Arkansas. I also have customers in other states, and hopefully some of them are joining us tonight. I really enjoy what I'm doing. And it's always just been a fun time stamping with my friends and, just enjoying it, getting together. Here recently, we get together online, and that's okay too. So what I'm going to tell you, it wouldn't be me if I didn't tell you about the latest deal we have. And basically, it is not the latest deal, it is the deal. It is the ultimate bundle, and for September, Stampin' Up! Is also throwing in 2 free stamp sets, free card kits, and free rhinestones. You can build your own kit, whatever you want for it to be in your kit. If you are a beginner, you can get all the basics that you need to make simple stamping cards. You get $125 of product for $99 plus tax, and they will ship it to you for free. You get 8 card kits, well, actually 16 card kits. 8 of each sets of these. There is no obligation. You do not have to have classes. You do not have to do Facebook Lives. All you want to do, if you want to get your 20% discount after you get your starter kit, is your purchases. You get your purchases at 20%, and your purchases also equal your sales. And you can join today or tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of our September special. You can go to notesfrompatience.com, and up at the top menu, there is information on joining, and you will join my team. And I would love to be a great customer service to you, and hopefully we will see you soon. Okay, let's get started. If you are joining me Facebook Live, welcome again. If you are on the replay, welcome. Thank you for coming. And if you are on my YouTube channel, I love that. I'm glad you came. And also, well, I will post this to my website as well. If you would, please be a dear and share this if you can. I would love to get more customers. I have a goal for this next year, and that is to go on the incentive trip that Stampin' Up! Has for us, and I have never earned it. I want to really, really, really push this year to get this incentive trip, and it will be for 2022. So hopefully all the lockdown and everything will be over by then. But let's go ahead and get started. I always order 2 kits because you never know what's going to be inside. And this is Paper Pumpkin. It is a monthly subscription. It's $22 a month. You can pick and choose which months you want to get. You can hold off for 6 months. You can start back up. But this is the Hello Pumpkin September 2020 kit. And we are just going to get started. Oh, yeah. Before we get started, they always put a flyer in here for next month. And this is Joy to the World. This is going to be a global kit. So it is very popular. Our global kits go pretty quick. This tells me you can subscribe until October the 10th. I also have a link on my website. I will also put a link on this post as well when I upload it. And so you will have all the information you need. This will be I know it will be to make cards because they have told us that it will be for cards. So that is Joy to the World. That's going to be the October 2020 box. Okay, let's get started. We have stamps. And as I always do, I get 2 sets, but let me show you what these stamps look like. This particular box is going for Halloween, or it's going for give thanks. Not everyone celebrates Halloween, so this is not so Halloween-y. You can make it your Thanksgiving if you'd like. Okay, it has give thanks, trick or treat, spooky and sweet, have a happy Halloween, hello pumpkin. We have a hat image, a small jack-o'-lantern face, and a larger one, and a pumpkin image. And then these are 3 separate leaf image. So you also get a Stampin' Spot, and this is one of our colors. It's called Cajun Craze. Okay, they always wrap everything up in great paper. If you're like me, you're folding that up and using it for the next gift. So let's just put this over here. Okay, this month's kit is to make 20 treat boxes. And I don't know about you, but as soon as this box comes in, people are opening it, and I have been seeing the cutest designs on alternative projects. And I've come up with a few alternative projects myself that we'll be talking about those. These are just so cute. They have different, 2 different sides to the box. And then it's got black twine and white twine. And there are so many embellishments in here. There's just so many different things you can do. And I'll show you. Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, here are the 2 different color boxes. And the lines are already scored. And let's see. There you go. So this is 20, but I have a trick to show you how to turn this 20 into 40. So stay tuned for that. That'll be interesting to see. And then you also have a little adhesive pack. You've got dots, you've got dimensionals, and you've got mini tear and tape in here. And oops, that dimensional came off. But your dimensionals give it dimension. It pops it up. And then you've got your tear and tape and your mini glue dots. Now, don't throw these away because we do use those. But I'm going to show you the alternatives that I'm using. Now, I take these camping with me and use when I travel. But now I do use them. I do not get rid of them. But I'll show you some alternatives that we use just for the ease of the video. Okay, there are tons of sheets of embellishments. We've got labels, we've got flowers, we've got hats, and I don't know if you could see this, but there are black cats in here. I'll show you. And then we have swirlies. I guess that's what they're vines. And then we have rectangular doilies. We have the bumblebee color and the Cajun Craze. And there's also some black doilies in here. Let me find them. Up right here. Okay, you have so many embellishments in here. And I couldn't just start popping them out and they would just go everywhere. The box actually just exploded. But let me show you what I did for you to make it easy. I made this template, if you will, and it tells me how many embellishments we have. There are so many embellishments, tons of embellishments. There are 52 labels. We can just start with the labels. There's 12 of this scalloped square or rectangle, 20 of this tagged banner, 8 of this light pumpkin pie tagged banner, and then 12 of the smaller tagged banner. We have 3 different color doilies. We have 8 of the black, 10 of the yellow, and 10 of the Cajun Craze. That's Bumblebee. Then we also have swirlies, and these are the swirlies that you see on the pumpkin image. We have 20 of the green, 20 of the brown, 24 of the yellow, 16 of the black. We have 10 each of the hat and the cat. We have 12 of the large pumpkin and 44 of the smaller pumpkin. We have 3 different color flowers, the brown, pumpkin pie, and the bumblebee. We have 18, 20, and 18. Then we have leaves. We have this oak leaf, 16 green, 16 of the brown, 20 each of the yellow and the Cajun Craze. And then we have this other leaf. We have 20, 20, 24, and 24. And then, I don't know if you can see the flower images we have. We have a white in there. We have 10 of the large black and 12 of the smaller black, 18 each of the white, 16 of the large Cajun Craze, and 20 of the small. And then we have 20 of the yellow flower image. So you have 52 labels, but you have over 514 other decor pieces that you can use. This set is just so versatile. You can make cards. You can make gazillion treat boxes here. Lots of embellishments. Okay? So let me get started here. Before I get started, let me show you what I am substituting. When you get your paper pumpkin, you will get a block like this. And you will get a set of the adhesives like I showed you. Okay, but for the adhesives, I'm going to substitute my tear and tape for this. And my mini glue dots, I'm going to use this. Just for ease of the video to go a little faster. And then for the stamping spot, I'm actually going to use my full-size Cajun Craze. And for the block, I'm going to go ahead and use my ergonomic blocks that I have invested in my business. Okay, so let's get started. When you open your paper pumpkin, you have this nice little treat box holder. The first thing you want to do is pop out all these diamonds in here. And now, don't get rid of the diamonds because, of course, we're going to use them in something. I don't know about y'all, but if you've been looking at Paper Pumpkin, the Paper Pumpkin fan club site, they have tons of these making big flowers and poinsettias, just you name it, they have it. Okay, so to make the 5-sided box, this calls for 6 sides because one side folds over on itself. So let me show you how we're going to do it. You're going to burnish every score line that's already there for you. They're easy to see. And I'm on black today so that you could see it better instead of my regular Stampin' Up! Grid sheet. Okay, now for the ends, you're making a fan. You're going to, you know, like a fan fold or the accordion fold. And so this is, when you fold it up, it looks like this. Okay. So this folds to make a 5-sided box. And you're going to close one end with twine. And then you can keep this open and you can stick the treats in there. And these are called crackers or poppers. I don't know if there's another name for them, but here we go. All right, so let me show you another one. This has 6 panels to it. Okay, I cut this one down. I took one of the panels off. You could use this panel in something on a card. You know, don't throw it away. We can always use it for something. And you can make this as 5 panels, so this would be a square popper. So just something different. And then I have another one that is 4. And it makes a triangle popper. And you could put some Tootsie Rolls in there. Smarties would go really well in there. I would probably put Smarties in there. Okay, but this is 4 sides. So how can I double my treat? Well, let me show you. I'm glad you asked. Okay, so what you're going to do is if you had the 3, how can we make that a treat holder? So first of all, take your snips and cut down the middle on your scored line. You could use your trimmer, just using my snips because they were easily accessible. Okay, so if you folded this, well, that just makes a little flat container and you can't put anything in it. But what if you took a scrap sheet of paper, and this scrap sheet of paper is 1 inch by 2.5. Take your tear and tape and put a strip on the top and the bottom. And you're going to put that right there. So it looks like this. So then, when you fold it over, there you go. You have a 3-sided popper cracker, a treat box. So there you go. So now let's get started with the decor pieces of our treat boxes. Okay. I have showed you, you could fold it so that the green and white, orange and white, this is pumpkin pie. Hey everyone, glad you're joining me. Thank you for commenting. This is 5-sided. There again, you have the 6 panels. And you're going to take your tear and tape and put it along one side. And tear and tape to me is really good for boxes because it really holds well. Okay. Now this is in the instructions. It tells you how to do it. Okay. So then you take 12 inches of twine, and they give you 2 real good supplies of your twine in here. You get the black and the white, and I'm going to use white on this one. And I'm just going to hold it, and I'm actually going to wrap it around a couple of times. But I'm just going to tie it in a bow, and tie it in a bow like you're tying your tin shoe. I can get this. And I do try to tie it a little tight because you're going to want one end real tight for sure so that your candy doesn't slide out if it's too loose. And just fix my bows here. Okay, and then that one's long, so I'll cut that off and throw that away. Okay, so then this allows you to open this up and put your candy in there. And so it holds quite a bit. So let me tie up the other end. I can find my other white twine. Okay. Tie a bow. And bows are easy. You can reuse this. You just untie the bow and you can, well, I did just untie the bow. You can reuse it, retie the bow, and re-gift it. Okay, anyway, you get the gist. Okay, so now with all the embellishments that I showed you, you have your pick of making whatever you want. You could use a rectangular doily and put some pumpkins on it. Put some embellishments, some flowers. You can make all that. I've already made a couple, and the first one I made was this Give Thanks with the pumpkin. I made a small bow. There is a dolly on the back. And I did the yellow swirly, and I attached that with a mini glue dot. And so what I'm going to do after I put my candy in there, I am going to take a couple of dimensionals and just put them actually on the box. And there you go. You've got that one. Let's see, I made a couple more. I made one that says Have a Happy Halloween with the cat and the pumpkin. So that would look really good. And tied up with the black bows. I've got a couple more that I've made. This is the Give Thanks with the white bows and another doily. And then I used the hat. And I put it going long ways instead of just sideways. So there are a lot of options that you can do with this, or you can make it exactly like it says. Like I said, I always get 2 of these boxes every month because I generally make up a lot of cards and I send them. And I have a couple of, I have 3 alternative cards I want to show you tonight. And don't freak out because one of them is a Halloween card. So here is one of the cards we are going to make. And it's very, very simple. I used part of the box itself and I cut it to 4 inches wide to go with my first layer of my card. And this looks like a picket fence. I never would have seen the picket fence until I saw someone make this. So I got out my my tools and I got started so that I could make this. So the stamp that I'm going to use on this is going to be Have a Happy Halloween. And I'm going to use my Cajun Craze. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp first. I always try to stamp first in case I make a big boo-boo, because you don't want to put your card together and then make a boo-boo on stamping. So I have a Happy Halloween, and then I have a moon that is in Mango Melody color. And I'm just going to put some adhesive down. Let me see where I need to put this. There we go. I'm just going to put that right there. Then I'm going to put adhesive. Now this is measured at 4 by 2.5. 2.5 inches tall, because I didn't want it to go too tall for my black cat. So I'm going to measure that carefully and cut. There we go. So now I have a cat that I want to put on the fence. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's going to look good right there. I'm going to use dots for that. Okay. Let's see. Easiest way I use my dots is to pull this back and find one of the dots. Stick my image down on it and then pull up. It's easier than taking the dot off of the sheet itself. For me, it is. Okay, that should be enough. Then I'm going to stand the cat on his fence. Okay. Then I'm going to mount this onto a black cardstock. And my cardstock is 8.5 by 5.5. And scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to center this. And then I always put an inside in here because you can't read if you're using the black. So I am well, let me go ahead and do that. I usually do. I didn't stamp anything on it, but there are other stamps that you could use. You could put a jack-o'-lantern in there. And there you have it. That's one card. Okay, so my next card is a fall card. And I'm not going to show it to you till we get it done, but we're going to use the Hello Pumpkin stamp. Let's see, Hello Pumpkin. I'm going to use my Cajun Craze again. Okay. Like I said, I always stamp first. Hello Pumpkin. Okay, now let's see where is the rest of my card? Okay, here we go. I took a piece of the card, or the actual popper part of the box, and I ran it through a embossing folder. It's called Subtle, and it actually got rid of my score lines. So, because it puts a texture in it. Anytime you use a embossing folder, it gives you texture. So, I wanted to get rid of my score lines. So, let me go ahead and let's adhere this to the bottom. Okay. Now, I'm also going to go ahead, since I've already stamped it, I'm going to put layer my card together. Okay. Then I'm also going to layer all of this onto a Cajun Craze base. Cajun Craze is the color of the ink and of the design here. So this is your card base. Now, I showed you some of the embellishments that we have in there. You've got tons of embellishments to make things with. And I'm going to use the leaves. And so I've already punched out the leaves and put them on the mini glue dots. So there's dots on the back of this. And I am just going to have the leaves fall from the tree. And they're just falling gently onto my page. Let's see. Some of them may be blowing in the wind. Like that. Okay. And there you have it. You have a fall card that Hello Pumpkin. It's got some leaves in it. Now you could make a wreath with it. You could make all kinds of things with this. There again, I would put an insert in there because it's kind of dark. So one of my main reasons for doing my paper pumpkin tonight was the alternatives that you could make. I just love the alternatives because the instructions to make the actual kit is in there, but I wanted to do the alternatives tonight. Okay, let's see if I can get everything out of my kit. Now, all those little diamonds that you had, that you punched out of this, I cut some of those in half, and I made banners with them. So let me show you how we can make banners across the top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. And what I'm going to do is get my glue dots and my take your pick tool. Okay, my glue dots, I'm going to put one on each side of my card. There we go. Okay, so then I'm going to take the white twine. This is the actual rope that your banner's hanging from. So here's your banner. And then I've got another piece of twine here. And this twine is perfect for making mini bows. And to make a mini bow, there is no trick to it. You just have to work with it by holding the knot to make it small. Then I'm going to cut the ends of it off. And then there's still some sticky there where I stuck the end of that. So I'm sticking that bow down. And then I will make another small bow for the other end. You just hold the knot and work with it. Okay. Let me cut this down just a little and then add that. Okay, so here is my banner. So now I'm going to put my flags on there, and these are the diamonds that I cut in half. So I'm going to put mini dimensionals. We have mini dimensionals also. That means we get mini dimensional backings everywhere in the house, because they stick to everything just like the regular size ones do. Okay, so here's your mini dimensional on the back of this. It's really small. So what I do is I actually set it on top of the twine. That way it holds it down. So I'm going to get 6 of these across there. So we have World Card Making Day is Saturday, October 3rd. We've got a big event going. My upline has a big team, and we are all doing live videos for the card making day. So we'd love for you to join our group on that and see what all we have. I've got a technique that I'm going to demonstrate as well as making a card. And it'll be fun. I'm going to have my regular team meeting is on that Saturday. So I'm going to have Zoom. I'm also going to have a few people in my home, social distancing, and as we enjoy World Card Making Day. Okay, so here's all these little dimensionals. Let me throw those away. Okay, so now we have a banner across the card. So what I want to do now is stamp on the circle. And what I'm going to stamp is I'm going to use the pumpkin image. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends to color that pumpkin. So I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to use my Memento Black because I'm going to be using my alcohol blends. Aha, I'm reading some of your comments. I know Karen's talking about World Card Making Day. Yes. And Rick enjoyed watching me make a candy container. Well, hello, Rick. Hello, Lynn. Hey, Dina. Amy, did you like my cat card? Okay, so here is my pumpkin. And it is in Memento Black, because I'm using my alcohol markers. So I'm going to use light Old Olive. And Old Olive is one of the coordinating colors in this group. We have quite a few coordinating colors. We have Basic Black and Bumblebee, Cajun Craze, Cinnamon Cider, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, and Pumpkin Pie. So there's quite a few colors you could use, and white. Okay, I'm going to use my light soft suede to color my little stem of my pumpkin. And now I'm taking the light Daffodil Delight, and I'm coloring in the entire pumpkin. And I'm not being precise. This is more of a watercolor look. Okay. Then I'm going to take my light Mango Melody and using the small end, giving it a little shadow, just ever so slightly. And then the last color I'm using is my light Pumpkin Pie. This is going to give it the orange color. And like I said, I'm just doing it more of like a watercolor wash, just, you know, touching it here and there. It's an alcohol marker, so it spreads pretty well. Okay, so we do have a large jack-o'-lantern face, but I want this to be more of a give thanks card instead of Halloween. In case I forget to send it before Halloween's over, I can send it well up into November. So I'm not going to use that. So the next thing I want to put on here is a yellow doily. So let's take some adhesive and just put it down at the bottom. It won't be seen. I'm just going to... There we go. You may see some adhesive right there, but I'm going to cover that up with my pumpkin. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. Usually do about 3 on a circle. Just divide that up into thirds. Hey, Susan Erickson. Glad you could join me. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this little pumpkin up here. And I want a label. And I'm looking for my little label that I put in my kit. So we're just going to have to go get a little label. Okay, I'm going to use the smallest label. And I'm also going to put Hello Pumpkin on that one. I really like the Hello Pumpkin. Okay. Hello Pumpkin. Okay. So now we have this. And I'm going to use my dots, my mini glue dots. Let me show you how to use these mini glue dots. This is what comes in your kit. And I just take a spatula and spatula that like a cookie, a brownie. Wouldn't that be good? Put that on here. And then I just take the adhesive back off. It's like a dimensional. It has that adhesive back. And if you're not careful, you'll find these little doos all over your house too. Oh, okay. On one of these, though, I have to use a mini dimensional because it's going to be hanging off. And you want it to pop up like the pumpkins popped up. Okay, so put a mini dimensional there. Okay. So I'm going to say, hey, pumpkin. Now, let me show you the card that I did before. It has the jack-o'-lantern on it. So it's more of a Halloween card. Or you can make it regular, just a thankful card. You could use the Give Thanks stamp for that. And this is for my inside. So let me go ahead and put that in there to write my little note. And there you have it. Okay, I wanted to show you this also. This is a decorative box that we have. We have acetate boxes that you could put cards in. And I used some coordinating ribbons. And I made another card that's sitting in there. It's a wreath that has the pumpkins and has the doily and it has Give Thanks. So I can give a set of these to someone for a birthday or as a thank you or even as a hostess gift if you sign up to have a class. So I would love to have you as a Paper Pumpkin customer. If you're interested in getting this $22 box, and you can pick and choose when you want it. You could suspend your subscription. If you don't like, sometimes we get sneak peeks as to what's coming. So if you don't like what's coming, you can not get that month. But I have been pleased with it, and I've had Paper Pumpkin over the last 5 years, and I just adore it. So it's just so much fun. But tonight, for everyone that commented, someone will win the card in this little acetate box. So I will put your names in a drawing, and someone's going to win this card in here. Now, it's going to be one card envelope in the box and the decor ribbon. Now, you could put other cards in there to give it as a gift. Okay, well, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry that it looks like Karen's having a problem. I hope it's not mine. My Wi-Fi's been going in and out. But thank you so much for joining me. And join me again next month after I receive my paper pumpkin. It'll be on a Tuesday night. And just look for the notifications. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great day.